Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Anderson. Anderson is the transferred use of a Scottish and English patronymic surname meaning son of Andreas, which is the Greek equivalent to Andrew. Andrew is the anglicized form of the Greek name Andreas, stemming from andr, which translates into manly, brave, warrior. It was also a common name among the Jews 2 centuries before Christ. Andrew is the name of the first disciple called by Jesus in the New Testament. A Galilean fisherman and the brother of St. Peter, St. Andrew was a disciple of John the Baptist and one of the first to recognize Jesus as the Messiah. After the resurrection, St. Andrew went on to preach in Asia Minor and Greece. He became one of the most popular saints in the Middle Ages and was chosen to be the patron saint of Russia, Greece, and Scotland. It has long been a widely popular boy's name in the English-speaking world, but particularly in Scotland since it is believed that the relics of St. Andrew were brought there. As a surname, Anderson first appeared in writing in the 13th century as Andrusen in Yorkshire, England. Personality of the boy name Anderson. The number 9 personality represents the completion or ending of the cycle, and a need for perfection. This is the personality that moves from self to a greater understanding and compassion for the human condition and the world order. They want to make the world a better place. 9s are capable of great spiritual and humanitarian achievements. They are courageous and fearless, able to fight great battles on behalf of worthy causes. These personalities will not tolerate injustice. They are compassionate people with a strong sensitivity to others. They are able to both educate and inspire. Friendships and relationships are the lifeblood to the 9, and they place a high value on love and affection. 9s are often exceptionally gifted artistically, and they have a keen imagination and enterprising mind. Popularity of the boy name Anderson. The male name Anderson has been on the American popularity charts since the U.S. government first began tracking naming trends in 1880. Back at the turn of the 20th century, the name was at the height of its popularity with fairly moderate usage. As the 1900s progressed, the name Anderson would fade from the American psyche as a name of choice. However, Anderson is an example of a surname that has been in constant use for a long time in the United States, unlike some of the newer, trendier surnames that have only shown up in recent decades, like Logan, Mason, Colton. Anderson is more reminiscent of Jackson, Harrison, or Jameson, names indicating a son of someone, Andrew, John, Henry, or James, which gives these surnames a little more sense of tradition, dignity, and old-school history. Since the turn of the 21st century, the name Anderson is once again showing promise, no doubt having been hoisted into the limelight by the popular journalist Anderson Cooper. There is definitely a dignified and manly quality to this name, and it's certainly a great choice if Dad's name happens to be Andrew. Quick facts on Anderson. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 304. Pronunciation, ANDRSN. Simple meaning, son of Andrew, manly, brave. Characteristics of Anderson. Oneness, multi-talented, idealistic, philanthropy, independent, intuitive, perfection. Cultural references to the baby name Anderson. Popular songs on Anderson. A song by Jimmy Eat World, Anderson Mesa. Famous people named Anderson. Anderson Cooper, TV journalist, Anderson Hernandez, baseball player, Anderson Varejapando, basketball player, Anderson Luis de Abreu Oliveira, soccer player, Anderson Machado, baseball player, Anderson Barca, baseball player. Historic figures with the name Anderson. Considered a national treasure in Denmark, Hans Christian Andersen wrote some of the best-loved children's stories of all time. Published in over 150 languages, you'd be hard-pressed to find a child in this world who hasn't been delighted by one of his famous works, which include The Little Mermaid, The Ugly Duckling, and Thumbelina. Considered a national treasure in Denmark, Hans Christian Andersen wrote some of the best-loved children's stories of all time. Published in over 150 languages, you'd be hard-pressed not to find a child in this world who hasn't been delighted by one of his famous works, which include The Little Mermaid, The Ugly Duckling, and Thumbelina.